Sec to friggin' North Solars. Sure, whatever. Probably just some guy found some random. That's a lot of siren. Holy shit! Okay, so dead librarian getting hauled away. Nobody's answering a single fuck question. Oh, heretic. Okay, who got sacrificed is the question of the day. Search dub, sound operative, which translates to mime. I fucking hate that accent. Hold on, wait. By the way, while I'm currently doing the VO for this, I am actively playing Bloons. I gotta get a Mo Press and Relentless Glue. Okay, there we go. So I guess the problem solved itself. All right, nice. Didn't have to do anything. Sure hope that's not a approximation of how much violence is gonna happen this shift. That would suck. Oh, another call to fucking Solars. What's with every goddamn person in the world going to Solars? Oh, cool, death pit. Oh, I hear violence. What form of violence? Oh, there's blood called. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, fuck, I slipped on a goddamn piece of soap, and now I'm stunned for longer than the actual stamina crit stun is. No, that's not a joke. That is how broken and how bullshit the fucking Omega Slip Soap is. And, I guess I'm just dead now. In Bloons, too. Like, this Odyssey is kicking my fucking ass. I need to redo my entire boat thing. Because for some reason, I brought along, like, Buccaneers, and this Odyssey doesn't have very many water maps. So, that's my own fucking stupidity, you know? I'm not very smart in both Space Station or in Bloons. Anyway, I'm gonna cut through the 20 minutes of me dying to get back to actual content, so, anyway, good old medical fixed me up, and back to these funny looking places up in this business. We're doing mass searches on my orders because obviously, and we're also searching anyone in mates because it's red alert and we're allowed to do that. And by God, considering that the cult is active and nearly fucking killed us, and my goddamn gun is missing. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So, they've been searched? No? Okay, well, I gotta search you then, because you were just surrounded by cult bullshit, and I need to check and make sure you do not have any contraband. Okay, he's got a flashlight. Okay, he's got a base bag. He's got a tool belt, and he's got a knife in my fucking face. Ow! Anyway, well, that was a really stupid move. If you had the knife, I could have just arrested you and it would have hurt, but, you know, you made an attempt, I guess? What do you expect me to do? Give up. Just surrender. Accept your loss. Not get shot for a cult, for a god that is going to kill you if they show up. CE gave that to me. I don't give a shit what CE gave you. I care about the fact that you shoved an entire knife into my fucking face. Also, I don't care either way. Command members, again, one of my biggest pet peeves is command members just giving out their fucking equipment to random motherfuckers without a permit. Like, come on. You can't do the basic courtesy of informing the security team that they're not supposed to arrest them, and then suddenly you're gonna go bitch to me when I arrest the motherfucker that has your command shit because you didn't give them a permit because you're too lazy to fill out, literally not even asking for like a formal like fucking whole shebang permit. I'm asking for like a sentence on a piece of paper with your signature and stamp saying blah 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 is allowed to have who fucking cares whatever stupid fucking items. But you can't even be arsed to do that. And then you're gonna bitch at me when I arrest them for it. Really? Maybe I should just keep it. Maybe I should take over the whole station so I don't have to deal with you command members being dumb. Maybe I should just fucking take over everything. Okay. Thoughts of revolt suppressed. I am happy. I am fine. Nothing is bad. Why is there like a decaying fucking lizard who talks in... Who the fuck is Ariga? Ariga? Is that their fucking name? Who the fuck is Ariga? Why the fuck? Who? I'm dying because this doesn't make any sense. You know, sure. Fuck it. You want to go in the box? I guess. The Necromantic Dragon of Kathai, okay? I guess we have a dragon. Box doesn't do anything. So, okay, so a heretic killed the lizard and revived it, and now it has sentience. And can talk for some reason. Anyway, get the fuck out of security, please. You know, there's a lot of horse shit happening in here, and we don't need random fucking tourists in here. Okay? Yeah, here. Skedaddle. Exit. Escape Securite. Exit Securitis. Skedaddle the Securitis. Skedaddle Security. Words. Alright, here's some more bullshit, and every single command member, for reference, I've cut out a lot of bullshit, but we see what the fuck. But for reference, pretty much every fucking command member at this point has bitched at me for doing my fucking job while dealing with an active blood cult, murdering half my officers and half the station's crew as well. And okay, it seems that the entirety of the blood cult that are still alive have actually constructed a really clever trap here. Okay, and my detective is evil. Come on, Dat, please go down. Okay, yep. Thank you for your gun, and I'm now bleeding to death. Hi, hey, how's it going? You, hi, boss. Fuck you. Ow. Ow, my face. Die. 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 There we go. Okay, that's another conversion. That's a really bad sign. Thinky, thinky, dookie, thinky. How do we deal with these problemos? Anyway, if you see a Sekov without a body shield, use gun. It's a fantastic tool that deals with problems. Okay, for reference, by the way, that was a trap they set up by using a bunch of shield nodes, which they are able to move through, but we are not, while employing a Juggernaut to actively damage the shit out of us. I'll talk a little bit more about the problems Juggernaut presents with the game mode and balance later, but for now, let's just keep dealing with all the bullshit. Oh, Death's dead. Fantastic. Anyway, Death gets deconverted and is now fighting back for us, but half of Sec died in that, like, trap the Blood Cult set out for us. And now that we're on max alert protocols and they have the bloody halos above them so we can identify who's a blood cultist, who's not, and also the ghouls, I do want to talk about now the biggest issue that I have with the blood cult. Because I do think the game mode is just fucking fantastic in terms of, like, appearance, shit like that, blah, blah, blah. Here's my main problem, though. The blood cult is way too reliant on those juggernauts right there. See them? They deal a fucking absurd damage even to armored targets while being ridiculously tanky. Like, for reference, and I don't know the exact numbers of this, but let me just go down like the list here of all the advantages they have. So, first of all, they have a, I believe, 10 damage flat immunity. For those who are unaware, the flat immunity I'm talking about is the same immunity that walls have, where basically if they take, like, 10 damage, then they aren't affected by it, and any damage they take above 10 is reduced by 10. Similar to how Sturdy works in Dungeons & Dragons. If you played enough D&D, you know about Sturdy. Or Baldur's Gate, because that's how most people know it. Now this already makes them insanely tanky. For reference, one bullet, and again, I don't know the exact numbers, but it doesn't really matter for the point I'm trying to make here, deals about, let's say, like 15 damage a bullet. That sounds about accurate to me. And that would be an unarmored target. It takes about 6 bullets to kill, which sounds about correct to me. Now, these 6 bullets will deal 5 damage to a target. So 6 bullets, that's about 30 damage. Now, here's the problem. The Juggernauts have about 200 health, and they have passive healing from walking over blood. And they also deal attacks that, while mostly blunt, still cause an insane amount of bleeding. Meaning that them getting one punch on you is enough for them to walk on a Bloody Puddle, and Heal. And this Heal, I believe, is about 12 damage a second. This means that you can effectively, as a Juggernaut, just stand on a Bloody Puddle and be nigh immune. Now, this would make for a fantastic mini-boss for the Blood Cult, right? Like, it's something that security has to, like, group up together to deal with, hit him with, like, really, really powerful one-hit abilities, or not abilities, but, like guns, such as the shotguns, other items such as, like, you know, fragmentation grenades, explosive grenades, because Seth can make those. Here's the problem. The Blood Cult isn't restricted at all to how many of these fucking things they can make. All they need to make them is some materials, which are piss easy to get, let's be real. If you're a Blood Cult, you can just convert, like, an engineer or a cargo tech and have plenty of materials. You can also have, like, a scientist do the same as well. So it just takes a bunch of materials and a soul stone. Now, the way you get a soul stone is by taking either someone that's mind shielded or someone that is only, like, convertible via one person. This results in a soul stone popping out, which can then be put into a built Juggernaut to power it, giving them full control of the Juggernaut. This is way too easy to do en masse. It is currently why this Blood Cult is winning. Because if you recall, we found their base, we fucked them up good, they got ousted,
The emergency shuttle has been
and they
lost.
were only barely able to survive up until that point, until they set the trap. Now again, I don't have any complaints about the trap. The way they use the shield things with the Juggernauts, fantastic play, incredible. However, then we get to the other side of the Blood Cult, the actual people that are the cultists. And while that trap was good, and again, no problems with it, it's the problem that they were able to fight, pull them behind the shields, and then revive for free. Again, for essentially free. The revive rune that the Blood Cult has, oh, that got converted again, who's shocked, is way too good. Like, way too good. The revive takes essentially no effort, is instantaneous, costs essentially no materials, because, again, an established Blood Cult will have, what's the word? An established Blood Cult will have a bunch of pylons up that will heal them constantly. The pylons themselves aren't the issue. It's the fact that they're able to constantly spam revives and then heal from the damage they take while doing those revives with basically no effort. Like, look at this. They barely have to do actual medicine in medical, while, again, also having incredible armor, I just want to say. They have better armor than security, which I don't think they should. I really don't think, like, giving a conversion antagonist armor that's better than security's is ever a good idea. And I do think that security's armor needs to be made, like, a lot better, especially the hard suits, because sec armor is dog shit. It is just awful garbage. So, yeah. It's essentially the ease of existence that the Blood Cult is able to work around, where essentially the meta for security is unfun for everyone involved. Why? Well, if you remember Revs, the meta for Revs is to kill a Rev, and kidnap them, and then keep them dead for the rest of the round until the head Revs are dead. Which, because the head Revs are dead, who the fuck would do that?
The emergency shuttle has been recalled.
Whereas the meta for the Revs is to take the security officers and then either revive and then leave them dead and mad, turning it into a team deathmatch where the lobby essentially acts like a Valorant match where two people are stuck hiding against each other, waiting for the other to make a mistake and do a move. That's the result of this, and is only broken up by the fact that, again, the stupid fucking mechs that the Blood Cult are able to make, the Juggernauts, are insanely overpowered and take essentially no damage. Yeah. That's the long and the short of it. We've essentially entered into, and I hate using the word meta, but I have to here, into a meta where the laziest side wins, and the side that does the most round removal wins. And Revs had that problem, so How do we fix this? How do we not have this happen? Because again, it is a worse problem than Revs because the Blood Cult is able to revive and convert without relying on a single head Rev. So what do we do? First of all, Juggernauts should be exclusive to Ascension mode. That's step one. The Blood Cult should not, in any capacity, have a way to automatically heal and fight in a way that is essentially risk-free. Risk-free. While not ascended. Similar to how the Cosmic Cult isn't able to do their rituals without causing a massive spill. Now, the Juggernaut isn't as powerful as the Golem, but the same idea applies. Where they're way too early, able to get way too powerful, and then do direct confrontation. And again, they shouldn't be able to do direct confrontation because then we enter the problem of who's a Blood Cultist. Blood Cultists identify themselves with their bloody halo in Stage 3 because that's what's required to make the game more fun and fair for security. The Blood Cult able to go full combat mode before the whole situation in Ascension happens is not something that should be possible, I don't think. I don't think that's fun or fair for security involved. And I say this as someone who has won his Blood Cult multiple times. I don't think the strategy is fun or fair, and I think it just creates bad gameplay. Like, look at this. There's also the other aspect where Juggernauts are affected by slowdown much less, and they do insane damage. Now, the damage I took there, again, was from a shotgun blast I took to the face because it was stupid. But, yeah. Let's actually get into how to fix it now. So, step 1, Juggernauts should not be able to be made until Ascension. Okay, good start. Step 2, nerf the amount of healing, or not the amount of healing. No, the amount of healing that the pylons do, and make it unable to heal Blood Cult shit. Essentially. Make it unable to heal the Blood Cult stuff. Or, sorry, not the Blood Cult stuff. The Juggernauts. The Juggernauts shouldn't be able to be healed by the pylons. The pylon's healing rate should also maybe be axed. Maybe making, like... Honestly, I think stacking them shouldn't be a thing. Like, I don't know. I think stacking the pylons is kind of annoying and shouldn't be possible because the healing you get from stacking them is a little too strong and enables the Blood Cult to, again, just spam revive everyone. I also think making the revive rune not revive someone to full health and keeping them on, like, poor or even bad would also help the Blood Cult not be able to have such consistent infinite pressure upon security, who, again, have to rely on medical to heal, and when medical gets taken over, their healing gets completely gutted. Okay, good start. Now, what do we do about security's deconversion process? Because security, again, as is constant with these game modes, have to do more effort to deconvert someone than the Blood Cult has to do in order to convert. Which I think is still good, but I think it's a little too much effort security has to go through. Because for reference, let's say I go out, I kill a Blood Cultist. I have to then get them revived, get them to wherever we have the funny box right here, stick them in, and then they're deconverted. Here's my idea. Make the box work on dead people. Make the box able to deconvert Blood Cultists who are actively dead or critical. Or, actually, no, not even critical, just dead. Make it so that if you go into the box, you get deconverted. Period, end of discussion. No, like, other whatever. If security gets you, you get deconverted. If they get you back to sec, you get deconverted. That way, security, in the up-and-coming stages before the Blood Cult goes Ascension mode and has to take over the entire station, the security team is able to deconvert people and then just send them off to med. Like, deconvert, leave them med. Congratulations, you've now succeeded. Obviously, there's still some risk because what if there's a Blood Cultist in med who just takes them back and, you know, reconverts them or whatever. But I do think this would be a good fix and also make a little more sense in the universe, considering that the box should be able to shred anomalous influences from someone who isn't alive, because it's a soul thing. And souls, in Space Station at least, don't require you to be alive. So, what's the next thing we do to make the game mode more interesting? Because I think the game mode's pretty interesting already, but I do think it's possible to make it more intriguing. And again, we want to try and separate them from the Cosmic Cult. Because the Cosmic Cult, already everyone knows, very high quality game mode. Everyone, agrees the Cosmic Cult is one of the best game modes. The Blood Cult is pretty good as well. However, there's a pretty big problem where, and again, if you weren't believing me about the Juggernaut shit, that motherfucker just took like so much damage, or get out of my that motherfucker is taking so much damage and not even getting slowed down or fucks given. He'll heal that back in 2 seconds because there's blood everywhere. They're essentially immortal unless you do massive burst damage. Which is why I'm going to suggest a new thing for security, a brand new weapon. Because for reference, the Lecter that nobody used has been replaced by the Foron rifle, which is infinitely cooler, much more efficient, makes more sense for security, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I like the Foron rifles a lot. So, why don't we add back another caliber option? Introducing the security sniper rifle, or high caliber rifle, or anything that is a shotgun. Basically, this is a security weapon to counter the natural resistances of the Juggernauts. It's armor piercing. There's only 2 per station, so security only gets 2 of these. So whoever uses them has to be very careful with them. They act in a similar manner to the Hristov, while being obviously less powerful and not having the penetrating property. But it is armor piercing. This means that it would override the natural resistance of the Juggernaut and do an insane burst of damage. This, in theory, would have the highest DPS of any security weapon. However, as a counterbalance to the insane power of this rifle, the ammo for it we're going to make incredibly expensive. Essentially, this is going to be a round start uranium rounds weapon where you're only able to use like 50 Action Express uranium with this rifle. That's the only way you're going to be able to reload it. This will also make it so that security is able to ask for uranium as part of their normal gameplay and normal upcycling through through their normal cargo orders. Because normally if you ask for, uranium, and again, I'm missing half my shots here, but still, I did it earlier, and I feel I should make my... Who the fuck blocked this off? I feel like I need to repeat this point, that Juggernauts, despite me missing half my shots, are still a little too powerful. Like, don't get me wrong, I suck. But the times where I don't suck, they're still immortal. Anyway, getting back to the point, this weapon would solve security's major issues and make it so that stop power gaming for them to request uranium. Because again, uranium rounds are a thing, but security requesting uranium is power gaming. By the time it's obvious that, security needs uranium, it's already too late and the Blood Cult's already winning. Because again, Blood Cult have a lot of materials that they're able to get easily to scale up in power rapidly. It's essentially scaling in this way. Like, again, Blood Cult scales like a normal conversion game mode. The problem is, by adding a few mats to the equation, they become way, 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 way too powerful. And it's just a materials game at this point. The Blood Cult's able to convert very few materials to being incredibly powerful and incredibly damaging with their Juggernauts. Whereas security has to convert a lot of materials in order to deal with one fucking, one Blood Cult member, one Juggernaut, revive one member of their team. And I hate doing RTS comparisons because, again, Space Station is not an RTS, it's a role-playing game. But the problem is, there's no real way for us to win once the Blood Cult properly is going. Which it should be hard, but impossible. And right now, it's impossible. There's no way we win this at all. And with that, I'm going to thank my channel members and leave you guys with the aftermath of this, what's the word? Of this Blood Cult round, and see how it ends. And the way it ends should be obvious to you, but maybe it's not. And maybe I just win. Maybe I'm just a god. Maybe Maybe they all suck and I don't. Ever thought about that? Think about it. Think about it. Anyways, thank you to Ona Mancha Boy, Store, who's, I believe, is a new maple that I... Whatever. Miffed, Telecon Sedver, Modern Jedi, Mr. XE Awesome, Nubbo, The Blazing Area, Just Period, Plain Sick, Hand Loader, for Spear, Wakefield, Your Faces, Lone Star, Sleepy Cat, North Star, and Philbit Timo. Support the channel below, and I say I'll stream more often, but the job economy's fucked where I am, and I'm trying to get like a proper like job, because I got because I had to quit my last one due to my manager being a dickhead. So again, streams will happen once I get my shit together, but at the moment, getting my shit together is very, very difficult and problematic and an issue and skibidi riz toilet something. Anyway, bye.